is up, my Smoky Mountain Dogs family? Whoa. Yep, I'm in the Jeep, but believe it or not, I'm not going to a hardware store. I'm doing some research tonight. I happen to know where the best hand-dipped ice cream is in the Smoky Mountains. And I am going to take you along to show you. I also might take a look at some jalapeno relish and some other little toppings that might be available. We'll see. In the meantime, would you like to see what I've been up to the last few days? I'm going to say it again. Never thought I'd say it once, let alone twice. How about a little vlog of what I've been doing for the last few days? How about some electrical work? Y'all sit back, relax, watch some of this electrical work, and I'll bring you back to show you a little bit of the best hand-dipped ice cream in the Smoky Mountains, and maybe a little bit of jalapeno relish. Have fun, enjoy the videos. Well, I made it. You'll never guess what I'm shopping for. Outlets, plugs. Let's get it done. Well, that should do it. 20 amp GFIs, got my plates, got my outlets, rest of my electrical. We should be good to go. Oh, I see the tool section. You know we can't go into Lowe's without looking at the tool section. Oh my God, the DeWalt section gets me every time. Do I need something? Do I need something? Yeah, I think I need this rotary tool. Hope the wife doesn't see this. Hey folks, it's time for me to start doing some electrical work. And you'll probably notice my wiring coming out of the wall. I have a round hole. If you remember when I put my plywood on the walls, the plywood is underneath this fiberglass board. I used a template like this for the box size that I have. And so I've already got a square underneath this hole. So it was a little bit easier for me just to drill a hole when I put this fiberglass board on, because when it came to measuring, I had all this play. So if I wasn't quite right, this hole could end up just anywhere in the box. So it was a little bit easier for me. Now I'm just gonna take a roto tool and I'm gonna simply cut my box out, and I'll let you take a look at that when I get that done. Okay, these boxes that I purchased are actually 2 inches deep. They have a nice little opening over here to put all my wiring connections and things like that in there. And they're actually made with these little flaps that'll actually come up as I screw in the screw, and it will attach to the wall nicely. There we go, now I only got 8 more to do. Let's get her done. And just like that, all my boxes are installed. Even cut around some vents. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start installing my 20 amp outlets. If you'll notice on the outlet, there's silver screws, there's gold screws, and there's a green screw. I'm using 12-2 wiring. What that means is I've got one hot wire, which is the black wire. I've got one white wire, which is the neutral wire, and I've got one bare wire, and that's the copper wire. So your bare copper wire goes on the green, your white neutral wire goes on the silver screws, and your black hot wire goes on your copper screws. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in for you. Remember, I am not an electrician. I am not a professional, so consult a professional electrician to do all your installs. Let's go ahead and show you how I put this in. Careful, do not cut the insulation on any of your wires back here. You do not want any bare wires. If they connect, you'll ground. You'll ground out your breaker. You'll cause an arc. You could cause a fire. Be very careful. I've got a tad too much wire, so I'm going to cut it off. Just for reference, on the back of these outlets, you'll notice a little line right here. That is a strip line. That is how much wire you need to strip off the end of each one, and it looks like about 1/2 inch. Now you'll notice also that I have 2 silvers and I have 2 golds. I'm going to completely screw in the bottom gold one because I'm not going to use the bottom gold. I'm not going to use the bottom silver. That is in case you hook up outlets in a series where you come in here with a hot, you come out here and go to your next outlet, go in here, come out with your next outlet. That's how you connect outlets together. But this is the end of a run, so all I need is 1 silver, 1 gold, and 1 ground. Remember, your black goes in the gold, your white goes in the silver, and your ground goes in the green. Gotta put just a little curl on this ground so that'll go around my ground screw. Copper goes on ground, goes on green, nice and tight. And I like to have my ground loads on the bottom. And these boxes have plenty of room in the side to put your wiring over. And that, my friends, is how you install an outlet. And I'll finish screwing those up a little bit. But 1 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to go. Well, you know, I figured I'd show you the final product. Why not? Let's put a cover on it. Don't over tighten your cover screw because it will crack your cover. That's it. Nice and clean. I like it. Okay, so we got the finished electrical. Got my double switches in there for my ceiling lights and for my coach lights. Got 1 outlet, 2 outlets, 3 outlets, 4 outlets. Got my breaker panel up there. Got my GFI for my hot water heater. Couple more outlets over there. Outlet on the bottom right there is for my water pump. And I got an outlet on each side of the concession window. Now tomorrow I think I'll go ahead and put up the lights in the ceiling and I'll be 100% complete with electrical. Okay folks, now it's time to put the heart in the trailer. The breaker panel. This is the last component I've got. I'm almost done with electrical. Let's get this thing up. Breaker panel. Bam. Okay, I've got my box feed power all wired up. As you can see, got my neutral in. I got my 120, my red and black, and I've got my ground in. So now I'm ready to wire up my breakers and seal up this box. Okay, how about a little progress report on my breaker panel? I've got all my neutrals, boop, and I'm terrible at this video. There they are. Whoop, hang on, whoop. Oh. I got all my white neutrals in place. I've got all my ground bare wires in place. Now all I gotta do is hook up some breakers. I didn't want to bore you guys with all the wire stripping and the cleanup of the panel, but I might show you how I install one breaker though. Y'all want to see that? I mean, once I do one, they're all the same. So let me go ahead and set my stuff up and I'll show you how to put a breaker in. Okay, now I'm sideways. That's pretty cool. Sideways? I don't know. This is a 15 amp breaker. Yeah, 15 amp breaker. And it's gonna go for my lights. So I'm gonna go ahead and install that. You've only got one spot on the bottom of the breaker for your hot wire. And this is my light 15 amp 14.2 wire for my lights in the interior and my lights for the coach lights. So I'm gonna put this in the end of the breaker. Nice and tight, square tip driver. And we're gonna bring it up and we're gonna snap it in place. And it's off. That's one breaker down, 6 to go. Okay, and that, my friends, is how to complete your breaker box. Nice and clean. Now it's ready for the cover. And then we can move on to something else. How about some plumbing? Good morning, Smoky Mountain Dog family. Today is gonna be the day that I get these two LED interior lights installed. Let me show you what I bought for up here. I think you're gonna like it. This is a Home Depot product. It is a commercial electric LED flat panel, 1x4. I've got two of them to install. One in the front and one in the back. There's the dimensions. 12 inches wide, 47.2 long, and only 0.9 inches high. Got a color selection on it, anywhere from 3000K up to 6500K. And look at that. Let's get these puppies installed. Okay, these two brackets that I installed, I just measured my distance from the bracket to the wall, and I had 34 on both ends, and I had 34 on both ends of that bracket. So I know they're fairly straight. Fairly straightforward. Just takes a few screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. And now I'm gonna hang them up and I'm gonna wire them in. Okay, there they are. 1, 2 flat panels. And don't even come close to my head. Now it's time for me to hook up some temporary electric and test all this stuff. place was busy. I got some shots of some, I don't know, some potential stuff for the top of hot dogs. You take a look at the video and let me know what you think. All kinds of weird relishes, jalapeno, hot relish. God, there was some Vidalia onion peach salsa. I don't know, that might be good on a hot dog. Anyhow, there's a bunch of people in there, and it's already awkward for me talking in front of a camera. So, yeah, there's more people coming, so I gotta go. Bye. Yeah. Best ham dipped ice cream in the Smoky Mountains. That's what I just told everybody. Banana pudding. Small cup. Make y'all famous with my 4 subscribers. There's Dave back there. He runs this place.
That's right.
He's the one that fries us homemade pies.
I'll eat some pies. They're yummy.
Well, I'll be. The ladies in that store didn't want to be filmed. Best ice cream in the Smoky Mountains. Hand dipped. Banana pudding. I mean, homemade fried pies. And it's all part of the Mountain Brothers General Store, which that's where my jalapeno chili is. Oh, did I mention homemade kettle corn and pork rinds? Yeah, Mr. Pete makes it fresh. Come down and get some. Man, that place was busy. Woo! Did I mention this is going to be my location for my Smoky Mountain Dogs food trailer? Yep. This is going to be the spot. That's why I was kind of looking at the different relishes and stuff that he has inside the store. Might be pretty cool to actually put some of his stuff on the hot dogs. That way, if people really like it, they can come back in and they can get the jars. It's a good partnership. Anywho, I hope you liked the ice cream. I did. A little tour of some of the store. I'll show you more at a later date. But I hope you enjoyed what I've been doing the last few days. As far as electrical work, it's coming right along, and we're going to be starting plumbing pretty soon. So, as always, I thank you. I appreciate all the love and support you guys are giving me. I'm going to produce as much as I can and get y'all to the end of the grand opening, and then hopefully I'll put together some videos of me actually serving some hot dogs and talking to people from around the United States. Anyway, thanks for watching. Smoky Mountain Dogs. Have a good day.